What's up, Sarasota? This week's guests are the team behind The Money Show. I'm Rob. This is the Sarasota SpeaX Pre-Show, tailored by Tweeds. What's up, everybody? I'm Rob. This is the pre-show tailored by Tweeds. When you are looking to level up your style game, come on down to any of our locations, including right here in downtown Sarasota. We're also in Tampa, St. Petersburg, and our newest locations in Naples and Orlando. This week's guests are Charles and Kim Githler's investors and the team behind The Money Show. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Absolutely. So, Kim, I understand that in 1981 you founded The Money Show.
Yes.
For those who are not familiar with it, can you tell us a little bit about it and what inspired the inauguration of it?
Well, frankly, it was a need. In 1981, retail investors really had very little education. It was really more about the institutions, and the institutions owned the capital at that time, and we really were committed to educating retail investors, which was unheard of back then. So in 1981, I met a wonderful gentleman by the name of Louis Rukeyser, who became my mentor, and together we started to empower the individual investor.
So, Charlie, you and Kim have the Money Show Money Symposium coming up on December 5th through 7th. Can you tell the audience a little bit about that and what they can expect if they are a part of it?
Absolutely. It is a 2.5-day show, which will go from 8 in the morning till probably 8 at night, 12-hour days. It's intensive. We will bring in 100 experts from around the North American continent, because you have the BMO expert coming in. He's wonderful, and he's an asset manager for BMO. So you have people from Canada, people from the United States, and they're coming in. You have Arthur Laffers, Nancy Tengler. You have many. Brian Belsky, who's the BMO expert. You have Liz Ann Saunders, who is a wonderful friend of mine, but she's the CIO of Schwab. You have Sam Stovall, whose father actually lived here, and he is on Wall Street. You have Jim Bianco, who's a great economist. You've got Daniel Ives. You've got John Carter, who's one of the greatest, I would say, options and futures traders, and has a great book. So many people can come, get books signed, and learn at the show what is happening in what we call the new economy, since obviously we have the election, the House, the Senate. So there's a lot of new policies that will drive economics in the country, and we will give you a sneak preview.
A lot of folks that are there are really just to be, it's a way for the finance community to really get together, which is a big thing for Sarasota. I was so happy when Mom decided to bring the Money Show to the Sarasota area, because it just is such a good place for retail investors to become educated on what to do next with their portfolios, and the type of experts that are coming here are top level. A lot of them are actually working with the current president-elect and a lot of other people in our government, and they're going to tell you exactly what to do when you need to, make decisions with your finances. So it's going to be very exciting.
Sounds like an awesome event. The last question that I have for you is, over the last number of years, there's been quite a bit of an investment in Sarasota. Are there any areas of investment that are of particular interest to either of you that you'd like to share?
Well, we are, I've always told everyone that you really need 3 bites at the apple, not just 2. One is obviously your investment account, and you continue to dollar cost average into the markets over a period of time and look at various asset classes. I also like to generate income. So generating income, you can do that very nicely by real estate. And so a lot of people do that. And then the third is I like starting small businesses. And of course, you would know that being a part of Tweeds. Look at how rapidly you've grown. So when you have your own business, you have an asset to sell, and you also get income from it. So I would say starting a small business in Sarasota would be a fantastic idea for anyone to consider, because I am very bullish on the economy over the next 4 years. And I would also say real estate is a wonderful investment. My son and myself are real estate developers and have owned real estate in Sarasota really since, I would say, 1985. So I like owning real estate because when you own real estate, you can get income, you can get depreciation. There's a lot of benefits to it.
Yeah, I think real estate in the Sarasota region is absolutely in a perfect Goldilocks situation because, you're not going to see 85-story building like you do in Miami and then flood the market with units. You're only going to see 18 stories or so, and it's already very much built in the downtown area. So, you can really only see about 150 units on the market, coming in new construction. That's a big year for us, really, for that market. So you're not going to really see, when you're purchasing a condo, it's really going to hold its value. Unlike Miami, where I think it's a little overbuilt, I think they're gonna have about 15 new skyscrapers over the next 3 years. You're not gonna see that kind of velocity here, but you're gonna see a lot of luxury, high quality buildings coming around the market, and they're gonna be extremely sought after. So I'm very bullish on this market.
Great insights. Thank you both. That is going to do it for the sneak peek here. Remember, when you are ready to level up your style game, come on down to Tweeds, visit our brick and mortar locations, check us out online at tweedsuitshop.com, visit us at Tweeds Suit Shop on Instagram. Stay tuned for a quick sneak peek with this week's upcoming guests.
All right, so you touched on the internet being like a great source of information. Do you want to give some advice on what to steer clear of, like some fake gurus or some scammers? When should that red alert go off in a consumer's head when they see it? False promises on the internet.
When you see somebody saying, like, I just leased my $100 million house and, we just had a big party, it's great, buy my course for this sort of thing. Or
are you talking about Grant Cardone?
I'm not using any names. Okay. Not using any names, but, the first guys that you'll see, if he's like 19 years old and has like a sports car or something and is like, going, I made all my money doing this or that, and, buy into this cryptocurrency that you've never heard of, there's always, there's a lot of, there's some good actors in those spaces, but, if you look, I always look at history whenever I see something that I'm like, what's going on here?
That's a great
and,
tip.
If you look at the 80s, there was pumper and dumpers everywhere. You look at the 70s, that whole period of time, these guys, basically did the same exact thing, but now with the social media aspect of stuff and, the algorithms kind of help them out. They've really all jumped into that whole space on promotion through, all this flash and cash, it's like visually, it's like ice cream or something like that. You can eat this stuff, it's going to taste great, it's going to be entertaining to yourself, but it's not going to help you. You're going to gain weight and not get healthy. It's like if you eat your vegetables, which is what we do. We provide the vegetables because we're unbiased education by the actual experts. If these
that's good.
If these 19, 20-year-olds are jumping in every supercar you've ever seen, we're
that they rented on Turo.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to say they probably rented it. If you saw these guys on CNBC or with us or something,
they get eaten alive.
Yeah, exactly. They want to be on TikTok or something like that, which there are some good people on there, and we're trying to do some marketing on there too. But the whole reason why these social media platforms are really exploding with these guys is because of the flash and cash and all that stuff.
Yeah.
You walk to wealth.
Exactly.
That's my opinion.
You don't sprint.
You don't sprint. And you also walk to wealth over time with great CEOs, great companies, great value. Mm-hmm. If someone doesn't understand the market, I'd probably say put $100 a month every month away into two things: the S&P 500
Correct.
and a technology fund that you have a lot of confidence in, whether it's the QQQs. You've got some terrific, great funds out there. You put that away. You don't even have to look at it again. You never take any money out. You dollar cost average in every month. You can do it at 15, 20, 25, and you will be a multimillionaire.